The following program is brought to you by the Wenz World Order.
But then we moved it on to a career-defining moment for, I would say, both of these guys, right? One of them ended up leaving WWE, and the other one is basically snatching more souls than Mortal Kombat. And I kind of feel like that was from YouTube. I had to steal that one. Big ups to these people online, dude. They're the best. But this match to me was great. It was a great match. It was a wonderful match. I want y'all's thoughts on it, though. What was the feel on this? And a lot of people online not recognizing the history, Booch, that you pointed out 10 years ago to the Rumble. His appearance in WWE 10 years later, retired at Rumble. So there's the history that Vincent Kennedy Bucci, the Wrestling Encyclopedia, brought up last time. Booch, did it live up to the spectacle? Did it live up to the hype?
Yes, it did. Ultimately, it was a brutal match. AJ Styles fought for his life, but in the end, he lost like we knew he would. It was time for him to go. And he later said on Stephanie McMahon's podcast, that the reason he didn't take at one point he took his gloves off in the ring, but he put them back on. So people were speculating if he's really retired. The answer is this. He is retired, but he's leaving the door open for the possibility that he might come back for one more match. He said he believes that every wrestler is entitled to at least one time coming out of retirement. You should be allowed to come out at least once. Obviously, Hogan and Flair shattered that. But in general, he believes he should be able to come out at least one time. And he said, because if his son ever wrestles, he'd love to do a father-son tag team match, like one time where his son's in a storyline. Let's pull AJ out to team with him for one match, like Dusty Rhodes did to Dustin in WCW when Arn Anderson turned on Dustin Rhodes and Dusty cut the promo. One of them was quoted at SummerSlam when Cody came out, was when you walk behind and you're not a leader, the view never changes, baby. Dusty said that to Dustin when Arn Anderson turned on him, because he said Arn Anderson's nothing more than a walk behinder. He was always the enforcer to Ric Flair. He said, when you walk behind and you're not a leader, the view never changes, baby. The view never changes, baby. The view never changes. And then it led to Dusty Rhodes and Dustin. Dusty came out of retirement. He said, Dustin, if you can carry this old, out of shape old man, I'll be your tag team partner. And they went up against the Horsemen. So I think AJ's leaving room for possibility of he might team with his son if he ever gets in the business. But he said there's going to come a time where the gloves never go back on again. But he's not sure. This isn't like Cena, where Cena says, I'm done, never coming back. Styles is leaving the door open for a possibility of one more match.
The callbacks by the Wrestling Encyclopedia, Vincent Kennedy Bucci. Get yours where books are sold. We had to disguise it as a pocket thesaurus just because they're flying off the shelves. They're being ripped left and right. So we had to make it look unappealing despite the inner content. Damascus Des, this match, what do you think?
I mean, I knew it was coming. Everybody knew it was coming. And I find it hilarious that there are people posting online like, a match that shocked everybody. No, everybody thought there was going to be more. Motherfucker, we all knew. We all knew. We weren't happy about it. We were hoping it would go the other way. Part of me, they made me believe that they were going to throw me a loop there. And that's how you know it's a good match, when they start making you believe that they're going to fucking throw a switch in it. And they did. They did a great job with that. I would like to add that people are also saying that, AJ just secured his the AJ Styles trademark, the P1 logo trademark, and the phenomenal one trademark. I'm like, there's like they took it from WWE. He's going to go to AEW. I'm like, he's always had those trademarks. He had those trademarks when he was in Ring of Honor. He had them when he was in Japan. And now he brought it with him when he came to TNA and then eventually back to WWE. He kept his trademarks, and he's keeping them those trademarks are for wrestling and any kind of wrestling content, which would include podcasting.
Oh, and that's huge. I was today years old when I found out that Stephanie McMahon has her own wrestling podcast. Who knew? Did you guys know about this?
Yeah, I mean, they've talked about it on Raw a couple times. They've advertised it.
Oh, okay. So you found out on the show. I happenstanced upon it, and it wasn't bad. She had AJ on. I didn't get too far into it, but
Oh, her interview with Paul Heyman was awesome.
oh, I'm gonna have to check that one out. But as far as this one, I want to, like I said, I love the match. I want y'all's thoughts on two thoughts that I saw, and I didn't. I saw it, but I didn't really notice it until somebody pointed it out. It's one of those things, and X the Metal Militia X says, WTF, the ref didn't even check his hand 3 times. LOL. They used to always do that.
Yeah, in the 90s.
I loved it. The one, and then the elongated pause, then the 2. It just adds extra suspense. I love that.
I love it too, but they haven't done it in a long time. So people are like, they didn't do the 3. When's the last time they actually did the 3? If you actually go back and watch it, because they just check that hand ain't fucking moving, they're out, and they call it out because that's the way they do it in MMA, and that's the way they do it in any other combat sport. If you're out, you're fucking out.
Yeah. What about you, Booch? Do you miss that? The one?
I missed it. It's good suspense, but there's one thing that's wrong. They did do it in the Cena Gunther match. They dropped it twice, and then on the third one, Cena went like this to let him know he wasn't knocked out. So they did do it during that match. It was done, but it's true. It hasn't been done in a long time, but it's preferred. And even WCW, they varied on it. Sometimes they did it, sometimes they didn't. It's weird. It depends on the match sometimes. But it used to be a regular thing in the 80s.
Maybe it's just a referee thing. They're like, this referee says I'm going to do it my way, motherfucker.
Yeah, he's literally yelling. He's like yelling in the match. AJ! Just kind of like Michael Cole yelled, Kyrie! Apparently there were people there. I know it didn't look like it, but there were probably like, 50, 60 people there. And out of those, apparently there was only 1 or 2 people cheering for Gunther to win. So the Saudi crowd was definitely on the side of AJ Styles. Yeah, I mean, why are we having side view? And Booch, I don't know if we lost Booch, he's off cam, but why are we having a big 4 in Saudi freaking Arabia? We don't need to pander to this anymore. Can we stop with this?
Matter of pandering. It's a matter of Saudi pays a lot of fucking money and TKO makes a lot of money off of it.
I hate it. It's awful.
There's also a contract involved. They have a 10-year contract with them. It's supposed to expire soon, but they're contractually obligated to have at least 1 or 2 shows there a year. They got the Rumble. They asked for Mania next year because it's part of their big Riyadh 30th, 300th anniversary or whatever. But it's part of a contractual deal that they have. So it's not something you easily get out of.
So we talked about the hand, 1, 2, 3. The other question that somebody raised, and this is something we've kind of talked about and teased once or twice, but who's Gunther going to retire next? Randy Orton? Don't tell me Gunther is also going to retire Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar is about 1,000 times more of a beast than Gunther will ever be.
Brock Lesnar is also a lot older than Gunther.
Yeah, that's true. Who's going to be next?
Well, Gunther's definitely retiring Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. Whether somebody gets retired in between that, yes, because they said, I've heard that Lesnar's last match will be in SummerSlam since the Minnesota where he's from. So that's where Gunther's going to retire Brock. But whether he retires next, could be Nakamura, could be Randy Orton, could be whoever you hear in WWE saying they're ready to retire, they're going to feed him to Gunther. But you can wait till SummerSlam to see Brock retire at the hands of Gunther.
You won't get this insight anywhere else. Vincent Kennedy Bucci and Damascus Des bringing it hard, man. I love that.
The preceding program was brought to you by the Wenz World Order.